Hi folks, it's week 5. I can't believe it's gone so quick. So yeah, I want to say before anything else a massive thank you to Alicia, Drew, Dudu, Esme, G, Louis, Maria and Toby for all of your beautiful contributions. It's been such a really interesting and inspiring mix of perspective and experiences. There's been so much creativity and just love for nature and some beautiful writing too, so thank you. I really appreciate it. It's been really lovely and something I've looked forward to doing every week, reading your notes and seeing how you've been getting on, so thank you. On that theme of thank you, this is your final task, or two. I'm going to give you an optional task as well, but your final task in the Ecotherapy course is to say thank you to nature. So I think one of probably the biggest elephant in the room during this course is the environment. It's such a huge issue. Obviously, you know, it's one of the biggest issues of our time, and sometimes I think people feel uncomfortable about ecotherapy because it's easy to feel like we're just using nature for our own well-being and not giving anything back. And I can understand, and I've felt like that myself sometimes, but I suppose for me, ecotherapy is not a selfish act. It's something that ties us back in with our acknowledgement that we are nature. And I think without us feeling that love for nature, and without us appreciating our role in nature and feeling connected with it, I don't think that we're going to be able to take on this huge thing. So we're not going to save the world in doing little thank you tasks, obviously, but I think there's something really beneficial in each and every human being taking the time to say thank you to everything that's around us, and doing that in whatever way feels right. So some examples for your task and how you can say thank you. If you are from a more spiritual perspective, you could make some kind of offering to nature if you liked. You could do a small ceremony, something that really meant something for you and felt quite personal. That's one example of how you could thank nature. You could be more practical and go litter picking. You could vow to, you know, not turn every walk that you ever do into a litter picking walk because, you know, you're fighting a losing battle, but you could vow to maybe pick up a bit more instead of just going, oh, you know, look at all the crap everyone's leaving out. Just occasionally picking up a bit more. That's something you could do. But for your task, you could maybe decide, I'm going to go out and go on a litter picking spree. You could maybe create something for nature and dedicate it to nature. There's so many things you can do. You might wonder, well, you know, if I make something creative or do some kind of offering to nature, how does nature really benefit? And I think actually you are creating that bond with yourself and nature, and you're making it stronger when you do those things. And when you deliberately nurture that bond, you do more practical things at a later time. And, you know, I think it's a really important thing. So it has value, however you want to do this, I promise. So please say thank you to nature and post some notes about it, about how you decided to do that. A second and final optional task, you don't have to do this one, but I think it's a great and very interesting task, is go back to your photograph from week 1, where I asked you to take a photograph of a landscape or a view that you liked, and take another picture of the same place and take it back home and just compare your two pictures. Just see how much has changed in what seems, for me at least, to be a relatively small space of time, and what has stayed the same. You know, just ponder on it, just look at these two pictures, spend some time with that. I think it's a really interesting task. So that's your optional second task. yeah, this is going to be the last video. So, you know, the last comments that you post relating to these tasks will be our final engagements in this Ecotherapy forum. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what you write and how you found the end of it. So, I have made a evaluation form and I'm putting a link to it in this post. Please, please, please take 5 minutes to give some feedback. It's been quite an unusual approach to doing ecotherapy, because usually we go out in groups and we experience stuff together, but obviously in this strange situation we're in, we've not been able to do that. So I'm really keen to know, how has this been for you? The good stuff and any stuff you feel we could improve as well. And please think about, don't just leave everything here. Think about how you can incorporate ecotherapy into your life. So hopefully you'll have seen from these tasks that it doesn't necessarily have to take extra time. It's about shifting your perspective in the things that you're already doing in your daily life to notice more what's happening out there. It doesn't require extra time most of the time, you know. These tasks have, because I've had to invite you to do them deliberately, but they don't have to. So think about, how can you incorporate ecotherapy into your daily life more? What things did you enjoy the most and get the most out of? What could you develop? Because sometimes the more you do these things, actually the more you get out of them. Yeah, take the ones that you liked the most. There'll be tasks that you didn't enjoy at all. Ditch them, it's fine. And maybe keep a nature journal. That can be a really nice thing to do, especially if you like to write. Take some notes. Doesn't have to be every day, just your observations of nature, how it makes you feel, special little diary or notes on your phone, however you want to do it. That's me, folks. So I just want to say thanks a lot again. I'll be responding to your comments. Thanks very much. It's been really lovely and enjoyable, and please continue to enjoy nature. Thank you. Bye bye.